Doosan ALDS telecast on MLB Network, presented by Geico. We're at Progressive Field as the Indians host the Yankees in Game 2 of this best-of-5 division series. The 2-2. Gardner slashes a ball to the opposite field. Austin Jackson's out there tonight. He runs it down for the game's first. And he loses him on ball 4. Well, no sooner can we paint the picture of Judge as a patient hitter than he does draw a walk in his first plate appearance ever against Corey Kluber in drawing 120 Tuesday in the Bronx. Kluber trying to avoid back-to-back one-out walks to start the game. Sanchez puts it in play out to center field. Ball's well hit. Kipnis looking up, and it's gone! Gary Sanchez breaks out a smile for the first time in. Ball in 2.
To feeling good.
Got him swinging. He lost Castro in a 2-strike count on the double. Bird with a ground ball to the replayed infield. Ramirez knocked it down. Everybody safe.
And bearing the slider down.
And finally gets hit. 2 left stranded, but 2 cross the plate on Gary Sanchez. 2-run home run. A half inning gone in Game 2, and the Yankees off to a 2-0 lead.
And he hides the ball with that big frame. It's kind of got a short arm behind. You see the numbers on the year. The most impressive to me, 9-0 after a loss. And he is primed and ready to take on the Indians.
Francisco Lindor with a ball that gets past Frazier into the left field corner. Lindor's first hit of this postseason.
You think this is going to be a hit, Matt?
Wow, they just flashed E5 on the scoreboard. I was a little too anxious to credit Lindor with a base hit there.
Yeah, he hit it good, but Frazier just didn't get the glove down.
And yesterday, he's hit safely in 14 of his last 16, dating back to the close of the regular season. Gaudy numbers in his first Indian on the roster. And there's ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs are aboard.
Yeah, the mindset man in a game too, I believe.
He has 11 strikeouts in those 55 ABs. Hit him. Wow, Encarnacion just had nowhere to go that time. Santana to the left. Lindor scores. They'll wave Ramirez around. Throw to the plate's offline. And just like that, the Indians tie it at 2. Here's Jay Bruce, last night's lineup hero. Line softly to Gregorius, who dove back into the bag to try to double off Encarnacion, who is hurt on the play.
Well, that didn't look good. He literally got back to the bag and either twisted the knee or the ankle. I thought for an instant that Didi was going to drop that ball in turn 2, but he thought he could catch it and get to the bag. Watch when he gets back to the bag how awkwardly he lands. He doesn't slide and looks like his cleat gets on top of the bag. We'll get a better angle right here. See, they rolls his ankle right there.
Fans here in the ballpark reacting to the replay. Yeah, that right ankle tucked into the side of the bag and rolled.
And Joe's going to probably.
But of much bigger concern, certainly for the Indians, the status with runners at first and third, but did give up a 2-run home run. The Indians get it right back. They lose their DH for the rest of this day.
Back with much better secondary pitch and crispness.
Todd Frazier lines softly over shortstop. It looked like Lindor had his leap timed perfectly, but that ball just got past him. Frazier runs, throw down from Gomes is in time to get him. Gomes wraps one to third. Great play by Frazier to throw it. Second, however, not handled cleanly. Kipnis past Frazier into left. Jackson scores, and the Indians take the 3-2 lead. Opportunities 2 for 2. The 2-1 to Ramirez. Little pop into foul territory. Bird with room for out number 2.
Wow, is that a huge...
Another back in 2008. And CC gets the best of Brantley in their first meeting. And that's the guy responsible for the 2 runs. The next 3-2. Got it looking. To Castro is bounced past Lindor into left center field. Sanchez comes around to score, and the Yankees have pulled even at 3. Hicks well hit to right. Bruce can only watch, and that one's gone. A season-high 6 earned runs on Corey Kluber's watch. The Yankees reclaim the lead.
It's an old cliche, but it works.
Santana rolls one out to shortstop for Gregorius, and out number 1. First time that CC Sabathia has retired the leadoff hitter in this one. Clevenger finishes off a scoreless inning. Middle of the 4th in Cleveland with the Yankees. A swing and a miss by Gomes, and the first man's retired in the 4th. Sabathia set down 6 in a row. Here's his 3-2 home to Urshela. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts, 3 straight dating back to the 3rd.
That's the part of the lineup, CC.
Welcome back to Cleveland. Still a 6-3 lead for the Yankees as Mike Clevenger continues. He recorded the final out in the 4th. On an full count pitch to him. And Clevenger loses him on ball 4. So that's 2 of the 3.
The last pitch.
The 3-2 with the runner going is swinging a high drive to right field. Bruce gives this one a look, and this one is gone. The 3rd Yankee homer of the night. Todd Frazier leads things off in the Yankee half of inning number 6 with a base hit back up the middle. A bat that died happy for Frazier's 2nd and kind of past sale in the minds of many. Chopper up the middle for Lindor. Turns into a ground ball to Lindor, and before we have a chance to finish that thought, it's a quick inning in the hand of Brian. Following behind Carlos Santana, however. Santana got to him for a 2-run single in the 1st. Indians took a 3-2 lead in the 2nd, but it's been all Yankees since. And Bruce serves it right over to the shift. Gregorius is there to make the catch, and there's one gone. It'll be all for CC Sabathia in this one. Terrific performance. CC coming off a 14-win campaign. It is amazing what this guy's accomplished this year. At the age of 37, coming off off-season winter knee surgery, his finest campaign since his last All-Star season of 2012, and has turned in the Yankees' best postseason start to date in 2017. The first of the night for the Yankees. CC Sabathia removed after 5 1/3. A great start by Sabathia tonight, and he gives way to the freshened up Chad Green, and there was some freshening up required after the great performance he gave the Yankees in the wildcard game Tuesday night. The line may look pedestrian. 2 innings of work, allowed a run on a hit, walked 2, struck out 4. But the time in which he was called and the circumstances of that performance would speak to the contrary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
slam, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run ball game. First, the swing of the bat by Lindor.
and I mentioned the slider after the fastball that he has. It sped up the bat, and this is a guy who had 33 home runs. He absolutely squares it, and it was going to be a question of whether it stayed fair or not. This is way up on the foul pole, and then it
is hit by the pitch, though upon looking at it again, it appears that pitch hit the knob of the bat. It set up Lindor for the grand slam, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game.
Middle of the plate, and a perfect swing by Lindor. Wow.
Castro shatters his bat. Lindor backpedals on that to make the catch. And Brian Shaw responds with a shut-run game. Back with John Smoltz and Tom Verducci, Matt Vasgersian. Andrew Miller will appear in back-to-back games to start this series. 57 regular season outings, an ERA in the mid-1s, and he'll go to work here on Greg Bird to start the 8th.
Oh, the wheels are turning, and they must be turning.
Terry Francona had the right touch in using Miller at the high leverage situation each time. Line softly to third, knocked down by Gonzalez, who recovers and still gets his man.
Playing the shift in between short and third, but this ball's hit right to straightaway shortstop. And he's got to get over there, get a glove on it, knows that Bird is not fleet of foot, so he's got time.
Is a young Minnesota Twin. We talked about how he was a #1 pick. That's headed toward the gap in short right center. Kipnis is there, so's Bruce, and Jay Bruce makes the catch. But Dice Headley, the switch hitter, who'll dig in and bat right-handed against Andrew Miller with 2 out and nobody on. Headley with a shot up the third baseline for Gonzalez, and it's a quick top of the 8th by Andrew Miller. Still a 1-run game in Cleveland. This is the Doosan ALDS on MLB Network. It's about 20 years of combined big league experience in this matchup, yet Bruce and Robertson had never met face-to-face before tonight. Bruce with a drive to the opposite field. Gardner back, and this one is tied! Daly's 2-1. Sprayed to second base for Castro to retire the side. One swing of the base. Gardner is bunting. He gets down a good one. Miller's got only one play. Has to get it to first base quickly, and they are just able to get go-ahead run. Moves into scoring position with 1 gone.
That's such a great job. Not an easy task off of Miller to hit the ball yet alone. Square up a good bunt and put it right off the dirt. Make Miller field it. Test out the knee.
Here comes Terry Francona. He's got Joe Smith hot. And with the right-handed thumpers, Judge and Sanchez lined up next. Francona wants his right-hander out of the bullpen. Chess match is well underway in this one. A pitching change, and we'll be right back.
Show no signs of that being an issue.
In the area to shallow left. Jackson coming in, but it's Lindor going out that makes the catch. Allen was at his best at the end of the season this year. As that one sent into center field. Kipnis is there for it.
That's a huge saying. Green light. See if he will. Ball.
That's a
pitches that just have not happened.
Hicks lines past the second baseman Ramirez into right center field. Bird into third. The go-ahead runs 90 feet away after a two-out single by Aaron Hicks. A bouncer to the right side for Ramirez, which will give the Indians a walk it off in game 2. Infield pop. One away. Of the 52. Jackson playing in the postseason for the 4th time in his 8-year career. Chopper, he's got good wheels. Chapman's got to hurry. Off balance throw. And the winning run is aboard with 2 out in the 10th. And an extra base to boot. Todd Frazier's coming over to argue to the contrary, but in the eyes of the first base umpire, Dana DeMuth, that one skipped into the tarp, I believe. In base.
Jackson's got great speed. I'm not sure if Frazier, watching Chapman, had a better chance on.
Gonzalez swings on the first pitch and sends a fly ball to right for Judge. And this one's going to 11. The dicey moment, but Chapman.
Type power. Stay away, and then all he can do is pretty much go up the middle.
A bouncer to third for Gonzalez, who plays it cleanly and throws it away. And it's the Yankees with the go-ahead run at second base.
Now it's not as obvious of a bunting situation for Joe, although you would think the infield's prepared for it, because Gardner can pull the ball and get a hit at the same time, being left-handed.
Santana crashing in from first. Snap hurt on the second is not in time, though very close on Torres. Oh my.
Now Terry will put his hand up as he gets a quick call from downstairs on whether or not this is reviewable. Great release from his knees.
Wow. Yeah, they're going to take a look at it again.
That's close.
And if it's close, it's worth the review in the eyes of the Indians. Oh man. Oh boy.
That's right. Oh, this would be
boy,
a tough pinch run experience if this is overturned. And what a guy at second base. He's got to read the barrel of the bat because he has to anticipate the ball being down. So he does have to get kind of an aggressive lead.
Let me tell you, it's amazing how in real time, John, that did not look close. Fans are reacting to the review up on the board here. We have a replay review sponsored by W.B. Mason.
He's going to be out.
And it does look.
Talk about him on his great ability to tag. That was a fast tag by Lindor.
He's out. The 3-2. Got it swinging. League Baseball. Gary Sanchez looming on deck.
Wheels are turning. 3-2 fastball to Gardner, but that's a lot different than a 3-2 fastball to Judge.
Judge doing a great job to work it full. Here's the 3-2. Missed with ball 4. So back to work 1 and 2 on the hitter. Sanchez into center field. And this one will go to the bottom of the 11th. A chance to win in the 9th. A chance to win in the 10th. Torres continues in third rather, behind the new Yankee pitcher. He'll be appearing in back-to-back games in the series. The big right-hander Dylan Betances, just the 5th reliever in Major League history to post 4
strike before he goes to swinging. Because if there's a problem, it's the strike zone, and that's the only problem.
First pitch to Lindor off the end of the bat for Castro. 1 pitch and 1 out for Dylan Betances. The 1-2 to Ramirez.
Yes, you got to tag him.
Chased a breaking ball.
Yeah, he tagged him.
Another effective outing by Dylan Betances. And the bullpen roll call goes a little bit deeper for the Indians.
What Game 4 looks like for the Indians.
Last relief outing came in September of 2016, and as Didi Gregorius digs in, Tom Verducci, Josh Tomlin, a guy who has earned Terry Francona's trust.
That's the key word, trust, and for a couple of reasons, Matt. Longest tenured Indian. He's been through a lot here.
Salazar is the last available arm that would be. Popped him up into shallow center. Ramirez read it well off the bat for out number 1. Another thing you can be sure of with Josh Tomlin is that he's going to be around the plate. To the bottom of the 12th. To the bottom of the 12th. Josh Tomlin with an all-business inning in relief. Still tied.
Just a little bit to the hitter's dismay. Wider.
Brantley puts it in play for Torres. And that's the first out.
Really confidence the last 2 weeks, but
Santana with a shot. Great layout grab by Didi Gregorius. Aaron Hicks the first to face him. He shortens up. In Major League history was one that you and I, John, had the pleasure of watching back in 2015. Giants at Nationals. And Hicks is coming in. Josh Tomlin, $2 waiting on deck. Oh, that one just hit him and did catch the home plate umpire. Man, and it got him flush. Boy, Dan Iasonia just took that right off the bat of Yan Gomes. My goodness. Oh, 2-inning outing as he is yet to record an out. Gomes